not a good enough start. We, if there's a positive, we worked our way back into the game. We got, power play wasn't good enough, but then we got one, and we made it 4-3 there, and got away from us, and it's Western Conference champs over there, and I think we were in it, but again, we just let it slip away, and we can't keep letting 2 points slip away here, and every game's important with our being against our own division. So, we just we let it slip away.
What do you guys need to do to build on momentum better? Because I mean, you guys, made it close a couple of times, but then immediately it seemed like either took a penalty or they came right back and scored. That just to be able to sustain some momentum and build on it instead of immediately almost losing it again.
We gotta find a way to get in the ozone and grind them down. And the only positive ozone shift we had, it seemed, was when Danny scored, and we just didn't spend enough time down there. We didn't hang on to pucks. We didn't. We just didn't work for each other, and I was probably the most lousy out there as a leader. So I wasn't hanging on to pucks and wasn't leading the way for the forwards up front. So it's just not the way we need to play in the ozone. We need to be harder on pucks. We need to support each other. We need to get shots to the net and traffic and find ways to score.
How do you take advantage now of being home just for a short little bit here on the weekend?
Yeah, it's just different on the road. I mean, we're on the road for long periods of time, and we gotta find a way to capitalize on points at home, and it's important that we're playing against a Florida team that hasn't played many games, so we have to find a way to get points at home, and we've got a little taste of being on the road, so when we go back on the road, we got to be ready for that, and we know what to expect, so we gotta bring our game.
They got on us so hard on the forecheck. They did a good job of putting it behind us and making us turn and getting on us. And then we did a bad job to the neutral zone of cutting people off. So then they were on top of us so hard that we didn't have a lot of opportunities to make plays. But to me, for 5 games, from our internal stats, we broke the puck out either really good or really, really good. And then the last 3 games, we broke the puck out poor. So we got to find a way to get back to breaking it out really good. And it starts with cutting people off in the neutral zone. Then it goes to making sure we all want the puck, and how does that change back? Certainly some of it's confidence, but some of it is, we did certain things in practice prior to leading through up the first 4 or 5 games. We got away from some of that stuff. We're gonna have to get back to it, but we got to make sure we do a way better job of guys wanting the puck, because that's where it all starts. We were constantly under siege. They were way quicker than us all night. They were a step ahead of us all night. That's more than just wanting the puck. That's being a step slow all over the ice.
And Jeff, how disappointing was it that you guys couldn't get more pressure on a kid who'd making his first start in the NHL? I mean, especially early on, did you guys just make it too easy for him?
Too easy in a sense, probably 2 things. We passed up shots, and then we just didn't have enough zone time. So we spent so much time in the game, under siege. It felt like they were on top of us everywhere we looked, and again, some of that's execution on our part, some of it's not cutting people off, some of it's they were just flat out a step quicker than us all over the ice, and so we didn't get enough pressure on him. He's a good goalie. He's going to have a good career. I like him. I've seen him play for a long time. It wasn't like we felt like they weren't putting a really good goalie in there. He is a really good goalie, but certainly as a young kid in his first start, I know he's played some, a couple of playoff games, coming in relief, but we got to do a better job for sure. So I was disappointed that we were just a step slow all over the ice.
And what do you think? What happened there? I mean, why? Any reason for that? You think, or?
I can't answer that for certain. We're at the end of an 8-day kind of stretch here, and but we got to want it more than that. We got to want it more, and they looked like they wanted it more than us, and that's no good. So we got to want it more than them on a consistent basis for us to have an opportunity to win, and that's not what it looked like out there tonight.